Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is verb phrase 179. The verb phrase today is cave in. Okay, we have three meanings of cave in today, and we have examples for each meaning. All right, let's look at the first one. First meaning, of course, could mean to collapse or fall into an empty or hollow area. So something collapses inward like that. All right, and we have two examples here. The roof caved in due to the weight of mud that landed on it from a mudslide. So maybe it's a partial mudslide, and just a lot of mud hit the roof, and then the roof couldn't take all that weight, and the roof caved in. So, of course, in the room or in the house, it's a hollow space directly beneath it, so it falls into the hollow space. Okay. Number two here. That section of the street caved in due to a sinkhole. Yeah, in recent years we heard about sinkholes. The area under the main street was probably empty, and somehow the street just collapsed suddenly. That is what we mean by a sinkhole. So it just caved in. It fell in. And sometimes we see sometimes a people or a car or something might fall down with it. Okay, let's look at the second meaning here. To faint, collapse, or die. So after being sick with a cold and pulling a double shift, that nurse's body caved in from exhaustion. This one probably means she fainted. She collapsed. Maybe she was sick, and maybe she overexhausted her body, and it just gave way. So it just, her leg, so we could say that somebody's body caved in or somebody's legs caved in, and they just fell down, they collapsed. Maybe they passed out, they fainted, something like that. Okay, of course, if somebody died, that could happen as well. All right, and the third one here, we actually got three examples for this one because it could be done several ways. To agree to something that at first one refused to do originally, usually due to persistence, pressure, or demands of others. Okay. So let's look at the first one, A here. Her daughter asked her for a particular toy literally over 100 times. The mother finally caved in and bought the toy for her. So first she probably told no, 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 no. But they asked over again and over again and over again and over again. Maybe she couldn't take it anymore. She finally, all right, here it is. Something like that. Okay, or number B here. After months of negotiations, they finally caved in and agreed to some of the demands, of the other side in order to work out the deal. But maybe it was very tough, took a long time, so they caved in eventually. They said no, 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 and finally they agreed to some of those demands to work out a deal, or finalize a deal. All right, C here. At first, he was unwilling to do it, but he finally caved into pressure from his boss. So we often say that you cave into pressure, or you cave into demands, you cave into persistence, something like that. Okay, anyway, hope you got it. Hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.